Hey, this is John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're taking a look at the Mini Super Beatle by Vox. Tell you all about it after I tell you about how I'm recording it. This is my stock Gretsch Black Falcon, and I'll also give you a PRS and a Telly so you can see it as those pickups as well. But I'm running a Klotz cable directly into this thing, and we're miking it with a Royer R121. It's about a foot off the cab. That's going in an Apogee Quartet into Pro Tools. So guitar, amp, mic, Pro Tools, the universe. So let me tell you about this. You might recognize this as a tiny version of that iconic Super Beatle. I'm told that the Beatles, the band, had become so huge that they approached Vox about making a larger amplifier. Back then they didn't even have monitors and stuff. So Vox came up with a Super Beatle, which I believe was 100 watts, and they were massive. They were like this tall. They were 100 watts, and they had 4 Celestians and 2 horns, I'm told, which is a mystery. Nonetheless, they're very hard to find today, and they're pretty impractical, and I'm not even sure they sound great. But they came up with this very cool, totally adorable little amp that will pump up to 50 watts at full capacity. In it has a digital reverb, it has tremolo, has a little echo switch on back, has headphones, and this adorable tiny cab driving a 10-inch Celestion speaker. And to look at it without perspective, it looks like a massive Super Beatle amp. So I love that. Great little practice tool, and actually has some surprisingly good tones in it. So up top we have volume, gain, bass and treble, tremolo, and reverb. And when I came in, I had that gain goosed up there pretty hot just because, well, who doesn't love gain? But let me bring it down and give you a little more clean thing. There we go. Pretty dreamy tones, right? And with that little hint of tremolo, just love that. We can make it a little more subtle or fast and robotic crazy. Crimson and clover. Man, that is a pretty convincing tremolo. And the verb is pretty luscious as well. Let me give you more verb. Also, a secret ingredient in this amp is they have that tiny new tube in there. So you're actually hearing some tubey goodness. And in defense of solid state, I find that solid state amps, when you really pump them up there, there's something that happens. I know it's not tubes. I know tube purists are all about it, but there's something about little solid state amps when you goose them hard, they give you back something that's cool. I don't know what it is. But I think combined with that new tube really helps. But I love that little dreamy tone we're getting right there. You know what, why don't I give you some single coils on a Telly so you can see what it here does with that. So here we are in Telly land. You know, that's a pretty cool little spanky Telly sound. Let's add a little more dirt to it. See what we get. It is snarly, man. I like that. You know, I'm just going to dime this pig. My apologies, Perry. This might get a little loud. You know, I think if this was mine, if I was doing a gig with it, you know, had no choice, I think I would just leave it dimed and get all the kind of expression from your volume. Because really, it's like when you turn it all the way up, you're not getting a whole lot more volume, but you're getting more of that kind of dirt. So. I dig it. Let's try some humbuckers. So now we're in humbucker land, and I'm going to show you in back there's a switch that goes between flat and deep. So let's try this now that we're in humbucker land. Here we are, flat. Flat, now here is deep. That's a subtle difference, but there's a difference there. Also in back, you have some other outputs for speakers. So you could run this thing through a couple of these, which would be very cool, or drive a 412. How cool would that be to have that little thing on top of a 412? Anyway, very cool. To read the full written review of this amp, go to premierguitar.com. While you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. We'll keep you up to date on all the gear geekery out there. This is John Bollinger. Until next time.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on premierguitar.com.